Welcome to our latest project, a 2005 Ford Mustang GT supported by Turn 14 Distribution.
Yeehaw! That's right, boys and girls. We got us a big old V8, a live rear axle. We're at the racetrack. So Cletus here says to me, Billy Ray, we need to get some Mustang so we can go do some hard parking and do some burnouts out them there parking lots.
Whoa,
Yeehaw!
whoa. I can't do this, and I think you know why, Dave.
I do know why, and that's because we actually love Mustangs. I used to have a Fox body. We want to prove to you guys that those memes are all wrong. These things are great in a straight line. We're also going to show you that they're great around the racetrack.
And maybe do some drifting, pulling some e-brake action.
Hydro e-brake, huh? Let's try that out too. So,
What do we got here? Yeah.
Let's walk around, have a chat about it.
It's a 2005 Mustang GT V8. I purchased it for $7,500, which is a bargain in this area.
Yeah, in Canada they seem a little pricier than in the States. I guess just supply and demand maybe?
Maybe, I don't know, but this one was on the cheap, and
Yep.
the reason is it has 250,000 kilometers, so it's a high mile vehicle, but it's all original and all stock. So that's kind of what led me to it, because I figured, hey, if we're gonna beat up on a car, we might as well start with something high mileage like we always do.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
improve it, right?
Yeah, plus it's hard to find a stock Mustang really. These are actually one of the most popular cars in the world. They have the huge aftermarket, and to find a stock one, it's actually really hard. This thing has some problems though. The tires are all season Pirellis that are worn out. The interior is nice though, and the body's pretty good. There really isn't much in the way of rust
it's
on it.
not bad.
It's a little rough
Not
around the
bad
edges,
at all. But the brakes themselves are really shot.
They are.
So before we actually go testing, we're gonna jump back to the shop where Billy Ray and Cletus are gonna show you how we change the brakes quickly and maybe with a little bit of laughs.
Oil change too, I think, right, Cletus?
Let's do the oil change. We might as well. All right, so the first plan of attack here is to replace the rotors and pads, because we all know that Mustangs suck on the racetrack and they get massive brake fade very quickly. So we want to be able to do a couple laps and see what this thing can do without killing the brakes. And Dave, can you tell us what we've got for pads and rotors? And I'm going to start jamming away here.
All right, well, as you can see, we've got DBA 4000 series rotors. That's their T3 rotor, so it's got a slotted face, and it's got their patented kangaroo paw pillar ventilation inside the rotor, which is really good at evacuating heat. And it also makes the rotor very dimensionally strong or directionally strong, so that it doesn't warp or doesn't get unhappy when you're pounding on the brake pedal. And we've got these brand new Hawk DTC 50 pads. That's right, boys and girls, I said 50. That's a new compound for them. Obviously one step below the 60s, which I've used a lot on my old Canadian touring car Honda. So excited to try these out. Apparently they have very high initial bite and then a nice sort of progressive gain of torque or mu from there. It's a true race pad, but we're going to run it on the street too. It's rated for 300 to 1400 degree Fahrenheit, so maybe when it's cold on the street it'll be a little noisy or a little hard on these rotors, but these are very high quality rotors. I think they're pretty much the highest quality one-piece rotor money can buy right now. By the way, I really like this this heat coat or heat color coating they've got on the side here. That is to show you how hot the rotor's getting. So when that green stripe goes white, you're over, I think it's 700 or 800 Fahrenheit, and then when the orange one goes yellow, you're over 1000, and then when the red one goes white, you're like over 1200. So it's a really nice visual way to see how hot your brakes are getting. And I expect these will get very hot because this is a 3,500 pound car with
a heavy pig.
With not especially large rotors. I think they're a 12.5-inch rotor and a 1-piston caliper and a big V8 over the front axle, so it's going to put a lot of heat into the front brakes. So we'll see how this very basic set of upgrades works on the track.
And I'm ready to do some rotor replacement.
All right, let's see these bad boys come off. I guess we're going to take that dust shield off the backside too.
Yeah, that's a good thing to mention.
Why do we do that, Pete? Why do we do that?
Well, the dust shields are great for keeping dust in, but unfortunately they also trap heat.
Yes.
So we want to get rid of the dust shield. We don't care about the dust getting everywhere.
I guess it's a splash guard, really, maybe to keep like water and slush and ice off the brakes.
What are you talking about, man? This is a sports car.
Yeah, exactly. So let's
Water
get rid of
and
that crap.
slush?
Exactly.
Nobody drives these things in the winter, do they?
Well, ours has probably seen some winter based on the
Bit of
rusty
corrosion.
bolts in there, but it's actually not too bad for rust, is it?
Nope.
Can't decide if you look like Dog the Bounty Hunter or some kind of like Japanese anime character.
Well, I think the my wig here isn't ideal. It should be more slick back.
Yeah, it's not
But
full
the
redneck,
packaging,
is it?
the packaging itself prevented it from being the full slick back. Gave it more of a mushroom top, you know.
Yeah, it's a sweet look on you.
But I'm
though.
digging it.
Yeah, it works on you, bro.
Oh yeah.
Time to put on some Billy Ray
Oh
Cyrus.
yeah. Some DBA.
We've got some DBA instead of some Billy Ray.
That's right.
Looking good.
And we have cleaned this with brake cleaner.
We
the
have.
surface.
We have.
That is a prerequisite.
Yep, always clean your rotors. And we will bed in these pads as per Hawk's normal bedding procedure, which normally involves about 3 or 4 fairly hard application of the brakes from about 60k and then another 3 or 4 from about 100k, and that builds heat up into the pad and rotor gradually and helps deposit some pad material on the rotor and match them up all nice and happy.
These DTC 50s are going to be light years ahead of the Stalkers.
Oh god, yeah. Night and day.
Check these things out. I like these little springs that
Yeah.
are on the Mustang. They give you almost like a knockback prevention.
Yeah, interesting, eh?
So they continue to, when you squeeze, when the caliper squeeze, then it lets go, and these springs kind of pull them away.
Good, yeah.
It's pretty neat.
Never seen that before.
Me neither.
Oh, it's a 2-piston caliper. I think I called it a 1-piston caliper before. My bad, Ford. Sorry about that. I should also mention that the slotted face on the rotors are really useful for deglazing the brake pads. So basically just refreshes the brake pad material, so you're always getting maximum bite out of the pads. And they have other benefits too, like just helping actually move dirt and water and so on off the rotor face so that the pad is biting on a nice clean rotor. So.
And if your hair gets caught in here, it just quickly chops it off, so there's no worry about your head getting sucked in too quickly. So that's definitely a plus side to
for Mustang
slots.
owners. That's key. You got to protect the
big
mullet.
time, big time.
Keep the mullet safe, everybody. All right, Cletus, that's the job done by the look of it.
It certainly is.
I think maybe we've got
Rotors
one
and
more.
pads are on.
Yeah.
Cletus is tapping out. He's gonna go take a bath in the river over there, and I think you're gonna take over and change the oil in this pig, huh?
That's right. It's Billy Ray's time to shine.
Let's do it. I just want to know if Billy Ray can work his magic there and not spill all over himself.
Wouldn't be the first time Billy Ray spilled all over himself, PT.
Yeah.
All right. So, this is $250,000.
Oh yeah, check that hand.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was expecting to happen.
Look at that, everybody.
Yeah.
That's called amateur hour oil change technique. I'm gonna pull the oil filter off now, so we can replace it with our go-to oil filter from K&N.
Now, why on earth would we use a K&N filter?
Well, Peter, let me tell you about K&N oil filters. They're really good, and we like them. Our engines like them, so we like them. Plus, they got this hole in the top, so we can wire them on so they don't come off when we're ripping at the racetrack. And they got this nut on the top, so we can get them off with a wrench. It just makes sense, but really, it's about the filtration. These are a superior filter. The filtration inside of it, the media inside of it, is much better than what you get in a typical aftermarket or even OE filter. So it really is just a better filter. And we take engine health serious, which is why we like to use the best filters and the best oil too, as we'll show you momentarily. But my hands are so oily I can't get a grip on the oil filter. So I'm gonna have to try again. And I got hair in my mouth. How do people with hair live like this? This is savagery.
Looks like Billy Ray
really
walked away from the job and
he took a nap there.
decided to create the what Exxon Valdez spill on our cement here.
It's the hair, PT. I couldn't see what I was doing.
Yeah, right.
All right, time to prime our Can-Am filter. I'm going to leave it in the box just because it's a little tippy otherwise. Going with our go-to lube, Valvoline high mileage 5W20, which is the spec oil in this engine. And we're going high mileage because in this case it really is high mileage. We're at 250,000 kilometers. What's that in miles, Pete? Like 170 or something? 150, something in that range?
150-ish, I'd say. Yeah.
So she's pretty high mileage. All right. It's so slippery. The oil is spilling out.
See, and there you go.
Oh, the ring
folks.
came off. There's another ring in there. The other ring off the old filter. This is actually a good lesson for the internet.
That's right. It actually...
Always check to see when you take the filter off if this rubber seal stuck to the block or not. I've done all changes where I've left that in there and it just...
Myself as well. And
just
you've got
oil
yourself
everywhere.
a full tidal wave of oil the moment you start your engine.
Yeah, it's really not pretty. So, going to the racetrack, full synthetic is your friend. He can handle the heat and the stress much better than the conventional stuff can. And you'll see evidence of that when you do your next oil change if you go to the track. It won't be as black as night the way that oil was that we just took out. It'll age much better, won't look nearly as polluted or broken down. And that means it's doing a better job of protecting all your vital goodies inside of your American V8. Like them there bearings and piston rings and all those friction surfaces.
And those nasty muffler bearings that always get you.
Them muffler bearings, they gotta stay lubed. Well, change complete. I only got 1 quart on my body, 6 quarts in the motor. It's time to head back to the racetrack and baseline this badass Mustang. Woo-wee!
Well, here we are. The Mustang's maiden voyage.
Seems like it's been a long time coming, hasn't it?
That's right. Who would have thought that we would be behind the wheel of a V8 muscle car?
Well, I don't know. I kind of look like a muscle car guy. I'm kind of I got the gray beard and the pot belly. I think I'm a good fit for the demographic, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, you're going to be doing the hot lapping.
Am I? Okay.
You're the hot shoe.
I see how that works. Okay.
I'm just the pretty face and the poor talker, apparently. So.
it's a killer combo, PT. It's a killer combo. So yeah, give this thing a bit of a shake. I'll probably vomit in 1 lap. So you got 1 lap to tell us what you think of this raft.
Perfect. Well, first impression, the shifter here. It's in 3rd. Look at that.
Yeah, it's in a massive amount of play.
That's super cool, right?
Yep.
The clutch, super heavy, so we may want to look into a different clutch.
Yeah, using the clutch makes me feel like my Achilles tendon is literally going to blow up, so I don't like that much about it.
The brakes we already dressed.
Yes, we did address them.
But the tires are bad.
The tires are terrible, yeah. They are probably 5 or 6 year old Pirelli P0 all-season tires, and they are pretty much bald at this point, so I expect we'll have very poor grip.
I will say I do like the noise.
Oh, the V8 sounds good. Mustang V8s always sound good, don't they?
Most certainly, and it picks up pretty good. It's got a little, it's decent from kind of the get-go. It really trails off up top. The gearing seems a little long.
Yeah, it is long, I agree. And you're right, it's all torque and no horsepower. Like it really pulls strong down low and then just kind of falls on its face over
I can heel and toe pretty well.
Yeah, I like the pedal spacing is good.
What else can we say here? It rolls.
It does move around a lot. Yeah.
And it rattles?
It rattles. There is some suspicious clunking noises coming from the rear suspension that I suspect will go away once we swap a better suspension in.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worn out bushings or ball joints or what it is, but it doesn't inspire a lot of confidence, does it?
No, it doesn't. But I'm really excited about this project. This is a new venture for us into the pony car V8 world.
Yeah. No, it'll be fun to actually have 8 cylinders to play with. It's like suddenly when we bolt something on, it's going to make a big difference.
I think this car is going to respond incredibly well to all the modifications we have planned, because we're starting at a pretty low baseline, aren't we? You know, there's...
Well, judging by how I'm driving right now, I think you're going to be in for a scary ride, yet
Yes.
entertaining.
Yeah. I think it'll be slower than the Ass 2000 was when it was stock on winter tires. This thing is not a speed machine yet, but...
look at the roll on this car.
God, yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's a pretty sketchy ride.
Now, let's see if I can throw the back end out here, DP.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot to turn the
The traction control's on. Where's that button? There it is, ESP.
I think that's all you do,
that's
right?
all you do.
One button?
One button. 2005, buddy. Not much going on there.
Yeah. It's got good pickup, second gear, not bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's only rated at 305 horsepower. These things tend to make about 250 on the dyno. Oh, PT with a nice little,
look at that little drift.
Little JR getting in here, eh, boy?
I know. We may have to get JR to drive this thing.
Yeah, maybe when we're done, we'll have him come up here. Bribe him with some maple syrup.
Oh, I got some big oversteer there.
Don't hit that concrete barrier there, PT. All right. You know, you're just showing off.
Okay, we got to save the tires.
That's right.
We've established now that it can drift.
It can drift.
Okay.
And that's about all it can do, really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vomit though. So
let's get you in the seat here.
That's right.
Let's see what a hot lap looks like in this vehicle.
It's not gonna look very hot, I'll tell you that. But yeah, let's see how bad this raft really is. Okay, well, this will be the first hot lap here. The gearing is so long, I don't actually have to get out of third gear on the front straight. That may be the first time I've never had to use fourth on the front straight. That's crazy. Definitely need to change the gearing in the rear end on this thing, I would say. It's moving around a lot under brakes. The live rear axle, you can just kind of feel moving left and right in the corners. It just got no front end grip at all. These tires are just junk. The gearing around this track is wrong too. Like, I'm in second, at the top of second where the power's falling off, but then if I'm in third, I'm too low in the rev range. It's just not geared short enough for around here. God. The car literally feels like it's falling over in the corners. I have no faith in the grip level this thing makes. I don't want to run PT over there in the grass. God, I don't want to hit the wall either. Okay. Looks like I did a 131 flat. That's actually way better than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like a 32 or a 33 car at best. I'm actually very satisfied with that lap time. So rather than pushing my luck, I think I'm just gonna call it. So there you go, baseline of a 131 flat. We'll see where we go from here. Really, we want to go sub 120. That's always the goal at this track, Toronto Motorsports Park. 120 is kind of like that magic number that only the fast cars can break. So we want this to be a fast car. Oh, uh-oh. It's making some horrible noise there. That's not good. I think I may have broken something in the suspension. So when I turn left, hear that? Something's rubbing. Hopefully it's just something like a wheel well liner. But yeah, we got some work to do here. Uh-oh.
The Mustang is not broken, despite what Dave said. I took it around and it just seems like the pad is scrubbing on the rotor, so we don't have an issue, which is a good thing, because now comes the next part of this test, which is the quarter mile. We're at Toronto Motorsports Park and they don't have test and tune on Wednesday nights, which is the night we're here, but on Fridays. So what I'm gonna do is use the AIM lap timer. It's set to quarter mile time, so it'll be just as accurate for a quarter mile. So let's do this.
Are you nervous, buddy?
No.
Are you drag racing pro? When was the last time you did any drag racing?
It's been a long time.
Tell the people
I'm
your
actually nervous
credentials.
about going 170, 180 kilometers in this vehicle.
Yes.
Because of the horrendous tire shake. So that is my main concern, but otherwise, let's do this. I don't know what I'm gonna rev this thing to and drop it at. It's a V8, lots of torque, so maybe we'll start at 2,500.
$3,000 and clutch dump it, bro.
Oh, no clutch dump. No clutch dump.
I don't know what I'm talking about either, so just don't break it or crash.
Yeah, all right. Woo! Oh, Chirpin third! All right, that was a 1540 at 98 miles per hour.
All right, PT, you get 2 tries there. That's 1 down. How'd it go?
That was good. Pretty smooth, as you would imagine driving a V8 Mustang down a racetrack. It was, yeah, okay. Banged a gear, chirped some tires. Let's do this one more time.
How fast did you go?
I went 1548 at 98 miles per hour.
Okay, you gotta break the 15s, bro. Come on.
No chance. Are
Really?
you kidding me?
No?
Not a chance. This thing is not going 14s.
Really?
Not on these tires.
Try harder.
Whoa, man. Talk about some massive wheel hop. Felt like a better run that time. Oh, look at that! Man, I guess I was lying.
That looked like a better launch.
Yeah, tell me about it. It went a 14.87 at 98 mile an hour. So
I
the
told
speed
you.
is the same, but,
Well,
well,
in the launch, huh?
yeah, see? Second try, now I'm a pro, right?
Even
Drag
on
racing, piece of
Pirelli
cake.
all seasons, you went 14s. That's not bad.
Yeah, so not bad at all. I think we got ourselves a healthy car. You could say that. The wheel hop was absolutely insane,
It
but I
was.
kept in it.
That's all you gotta do. So we need to put some drag rails on this thing, huh?
Yeah, we do, and figure out the suspension. We need to do some suspension tuning so it doesn't wheel hop as bad, and
Yep.
we can probably run. I'm not even gonna say. Who knows? Let's just leave it up in the air.
We will go faster, buddy.
We will go faster.
Do we have like a goal in mind for our drag racing or what?
I don't know. I'd like to see a 12-second pass eventually in this thing.
Yeah, I think so
It should
too.
be able to do that. We'll see with power adders.
Let's
and
make
some
it.
suspension tuning.
Let's put it out there, buddy. We're gonna go 12s before we even start working on our lap times on the road course. Let's put it out there.
All right. That sounds like a challenge to me, DP.
Well, the meme-busting Mullet Mustang survived its first day of testing.
And so did my back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
The launch is there.
For a little Violet, Axel Hop was working
yeah, feeling a
your
little
L5 there a
yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
That's all right.
But
it's Mustang life.
exactly. So we now have quarter mile time. We now have a lap time. So what's next?
Time to go work on this thing and make it do better burnouts, better drag launches, faster lap times. I think for starters though, we want to focus on the drag times, get it dialed in on the drag strip, and then maybe take it to the road course.
I agree. I
Focus
think
on
that's
all that stuff
yeah,
afterward.
yeah. Why not?
Why not? I mean, that's kind of the natural progression, I think, for a lot of most Mustang owners. A lot of them are into drag
Add that
racing.
power.
That's right. So we're going to start with the power, and then we'll dial in the suspension and all that afterwards.